Hi, I'm Dave West. I've got Steve Smith alongside.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Steve. Well, today we're analysing the prospects for this season's Clubman of the Year. Who do you think's in the category for that then, Steve? Who's your first bet?
There's a few really compelling candidates. I think the first one we've got to look at is Peter Rawsthorne.
Peter Rawsthorne. What's he done to get himself into contention?
Well, as you've pointed out on many occasions, Dave, he is pretty much just the George.
Yeah, Ozzo's answer to Asda's George.
Ozzo's answer to it, yeah. Ozzo's answer.
We've had more kits than Man United. Let's be fair.
Let's be fair, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can't see in the background, but if you could, due to better lighting in the studio, you'd see Pete Rawes is king of the covers as well out there. I think as well, what I've been impressed with Pete is his no-nonsense attitude just to getting kits in. A lot of people will be umming and ahhing about it. Should we get this kit or not? Have we already got too many? Pete, not bothered, is he?
He's not bothered, no. He's quite happy to order far too much kit and then be left well out of pocket.
Yeah, he is. And I think that's the sort of thing you want from a clubman. Someone who's actually prepared to be left well out of pocket.
Definitely.
That's one of the criteria. Another big kit merchant and a revelation this year, Mike Horner.
Mike Horner.
Yeah. I mean, I've never ever had the chance to own a snapback, but now I have two. One at the first one bought by him. And it's a remarkable chance that's brought us, you know what I mean? And he's got his traditional caps for the purists.
Yeah.
You don't just want to snap the fashion cap, you need to have both. And he's been behind the bar, he's been everywhere, hasn't he?
He bought a few pipes. I mean, they were just test pipes and they hadn't really taken off, but the point is he was willing to try.
Yeah, it was, yeah. He's been all over eBay like a rash. And then who else we got in contention? Well, what about the return of Woodhouse, East European legend
Matthew
Matt
Hattie, yeah.
He's come in, hasn't he? And he's been like, you know, I used to play at Woodhouse. I got bowled by Dave West Flipper. I left in bad terms. Middle of the season when I was opening batting, I've come back with a point to prove, not just with bat or ball or fielding, but actually
as a man of the club.
As a man of the club, and I think he's done that well. Not a man of cloth like Brother C, but a man of the club.
I think we've seen him grown as a young man.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I think almost that time in exile at Woodhouse has just helped him to cement his place.
Obviously, he has a female now. Yeah, he's working around 40 hours a week, I believe.
Yeah, and he's spending over 30 hours a week with her. So you know,
he's a grown-up. He's a grown-up guy.
He's a grown-up man. And finally, I mean, up on the rails, really, you wouldn't have had him in the top in this conversation until today. Jimmy Jakes got his mum to do teas. What was the qualification for that?
Gail Jakes.
Yeah, he was doing scoring, not even playing. But he got his mum to step up to the plate.
I got quite weepy, David.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I came in at 11:30 today through team teas. I was just emotional. You know what I mean? And I think that's fair enough.
She's toiling away. You see little Jimmy there, cherubic face.
Yeah.
Every colour under the sun in gel pens. And
yeah, you know what I mean? And I think really,
just wanted to kiss him.
When you get someone who goes, I'm scoring. I mean, there's a scorer's room there. I'm scoring, but I get my mum in for tea. I mean, that's the sort of dedication. I mean, and that could be the winner. I mean, he could be the people's champion. You know what I mean? He'll have to convince Matt Dunn, who's notoriously hard to convince. Yeah. If he can do that, he's got our vote.
Although Matt Dunn did once give Clubman of the Year to Fat Daz, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He goes, Daz is unreliable.
And then dubbed him Fat Daz in front of his parents.
And then went, he's unreliable. he's Clubman of the Year. You know what I mean? So
didn't say a lot for the rest of us.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. And I think that, you know, it's about the big returns of Matt and Mike. Yeah. And then Pete just going from strength to strength. You know what I mean? And I think that it's going to be tight to call it, really.
Pete turnover also.
Yeah, exactly. Pete, Ozzo's answer to Asda's George. Mike with his caps. Matt with just his chin. Jawline's been excellent this year.
Jawline's pretty strong.
Yeah, and then he's gone from there to just be everywhere, like a rash over this club. And I think that's a massive step. And then obviously Jimmy Jakes.
Dresses very well, does Matt?
He does dress. He does dress well. He dresses for the occasion. And then Jimmy Jakes, his mum, fair play to her for no apparent reason doing teas. That's clubman quality right there. So we'll have to see who wins it, but it's going to be interesting.